15 Winter Wedding Centerpieces. Photo by Shannon Duggan. Photography and Centerpiece by Molly Young via 100 Layer Cake. The bride's place card is a pomegranate, and just behind it a fruit is cut in half to reveal the inside. We're intrigued because this double fruit placement represents a repeating element, which is a great way to design. The winter wedding centerpiece also features pinecones, evergreen, and more. Anemones are one of the most colorful flowers available during the winter. Most often, we see them included in shades of white or purple, and you always know it's an anemone because of the flower's famous bold black center. Anemones are combined with white tulips, pussy willow, and plenty of greenery in this design, and together they create an elegant and timeless winter wedding look. Pears are one of many fruits in season during the winter, and we're drawn to the idea of incorporating them into your winter centerpiece design. Here, Posy Events placed plenty of pears inside mercury glass compotes and mixed the pieces in between flowers. The look feels organic, and it's an option to consider if you're hoping to create a garden-inspired feel. Junebug Weddings describes this winter wedding inspiration as edgy, and we have to admit we like the untraditional look and feel of this Greenery Garland centerpiece. The loose style makes it feel more organic and industrial, but the wreath that hangs over the side of the table adds a touch of femininity. If you're planning a whimsical wedding with a slightly rustic feel, you may want to think about feathers. Feathers are a popular inclusion during the fall and winter due to their deep tones and textures. We are partial to them because they look and feel untraditional, and they add an element that easily stands out amongst the greenery and white flowers otherwise included in this winter wedding centerpiece. Without a doubt, orchids are among the most elegant wedding flowers. In order to ensure they truly make a statement, the florist opted to make the orchids appear as though they're almost floating above the design. Additionally, the candles in glass containers provide an effortless elegance. One of the best ways to add height to your reception tables is by placing centerpieces on pedestals. Roses are never out of season, and neither are many types of greenery, so we're drawn to this winter wedding centerpiece because it's one that's appropriate for the season, but it also represents a modern, timeless style that could be used during any season throughout the year. For your winter wedding centerpiece, consider featuring candles in glass containers at alternating heights, and pairing them with a table number to create a completely modern look that still feels warm and inviting for you and your guests. Here, copper vases are filled with red roses, thistle, and greenery, and additional containers of cranberries are scattered throughout the length of the design along with books and taper candles. Think of this as modern meets vintage. This plaid table runner presents a simple and easy solution if you're hoping to add texture, and it also adds a burst of color. Consider adding in-season flowers in coordinating colors to continue the rich palette for your winter wedding centerpiece, plus you can create a lighter feel by adding taper candles. One of the boldest and biggest flowers of the winter is Amaryllis. Here, Amaryllis is teamed up with bright kumquats, an in-season winter fruit, and both provide elegance and texture. We can see this winter wedding look at a classic estate. Greenery is one of the natural elements that is the most readily available during the winter, which is wonderful news for couples drawn toward garlands. This greenery garland is paired with sprigs of thistle, ferns, and candles. The small detail we love is the navy table liner. The piece offers a pop of classic color, and the liner allows the garland to feel as though it has added depth, a wonderful feature for weddings that are budget-friendly or those leaning toward luxurious. Potted plants represent a wonderful alternative to intricately designed centerpieces, plus they can also be more budget-friendly. This potted orchid understated in its elegance, but it looks beautiful nonetheless. Plus, a potted plant is a piece you can offer to your guests to take home as a special favor. This Marsala centerpiece is filled with colors and texture. Only in the winter would anemones, tulips, orchids, and greens look so beautiful and fitting together. From a soiree that's classic to one that's more vintage, this centerpiece has varied style that can easily blend right in when paired with other elements that match your aesthetic. don't feel the winter should limit your palette choices, so fill your celebration with shades of blush thanks to always in-season roses. The soft palette will still look beautiful against a snowy day, and it will also offer some much-needed color and hope for the season to come. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more interesting videos. And please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm.